I need to get AI to start writing the descriptions and stuff for me. So, okay, it says it's up, but who knows? It's been a while. Yeah, yes, they definitely kill the audio and then because you'll have double. Let me connect the Discord audio. Do mic check.
Check 1, 2.
Perfect. Discord. Do one more mic check.
Check 1, 2, one,
Uh,
two.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, should be good.
So a little extra compressor on there, you know.
I don't know how to tune the audio to make it sound good. I'm just happy when it works. Honestly, you know.
I hear you.
So I'm gonna add.
So this is nice. Right away, I see Walnut Creek time mission shows up for you, so that's
y-
good.
Yep, it's there. It's all working. I just um, I just spawned into a random spot, went to the map, clicked on the challenge, and then did navigate to, and then just drove over
Hmm.
here.
So there's
And
two more on the map, um, and this is what Dubs is running into as well, where I don't think he was seeing it. So if you go to map again, see if any others show up on your overhead.
okay, let me add. Is that it? No, that
I can just hit M to get to the overhead map instead of
Yeah,
the.
but I had to put a UI app in real quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go.
I'm watching on delay
Right,
through YouTube.
yeah, right. There's a little bit of latency on there.
Yeah,
It's I yeah, so I could try to stream it to Discord, but that'd probably tank my frame
yeah. No,
rates.
that's fine.
Um,
I'll
yeah, so
just act
there's
surprised when they.
Walnut Creek, Boulder
Oh yeah, they
Bash,
do show up.
Tank Trap. They're just out of so I'm on the reason I did the streaming instead of just streaming the other one is because I have that super wide monitor, and
Hmm.
so I mean, it's just over there.
Yeah. So Boulder Bash is the hardest one. Walnut Creek is the medium, and
Okay.
funny enough, Tank Trap is the easy one.
Okay. Yes, I've done Tank Trap. It was a challenge with the 37s. I could just every piece of send the car had to get through the mud hole, and then like a lucky bounce to get out the other side was.
So we do post screenshots of best times
Uh-huh.
on the backyard builds.
Uh-huh.
So if you go there, Hollister Hills time trials. My best on Walnut Creek is 13 minutes and 28 seconds. I was using Tom's Ibex for that one.
Uh-huh.
Um, Ghost has got a ridiculous 11 minutes 36 seconds using a Chevy build. I don't know who made that mod, but so those are some of the best targets for timing once you get a feel for Walnut Creek.
Okay. Yeah, that
And then
that's what I'm
if
at
you get
right
a
now is
fantastic score, just take a screenshot of it and throw it up on the Hollister Hills time trials in
gotcha.
backyard.
Oh, it changed my UI. Interesting.
Are you doing this force feedback as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be fun. You'll be
Oh.
yoked by the end of it.
Oh God, what do we got here? I don't even know what to think of that. Oh, Jesus.
The, this is the funny thing with the delay is when I'm hearing you audibly react,
All right.
I have to go. Where is he about 30
Oh
seconds
shit.
ahead of me?
Okay, this is a whole nother level of.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to have an out-of-body experience for this, I think.
At least for your first run.
Yeah, that was. Oh, holy crap.
Yeah, those concrete tubes were really fun to lay in there, and they're just the right diameter to where
Yeah,
you don't get hung up on them most of the time. You have to carry enough speed,
right.
but they can slow you down.
Yeah, man-made obstacles have always been my kryptonite. That's the killer of my rock crawling game usually. I have no idea how hard to hit stuff.
Okay, so not to divulge too much on stream, but
Ah,
um, a recent trip to Johnson Valley may or may not have inspired some of the rock placement in
oh,
in these trails.
I see. That makes sense.
Riding with a certain person in their rock crawler.
Yeah,
And at some point, I may need to step away from the stream, but I will definitely come back to
that
the
works.
YouTube. Um,
Yeah, just it would be cool to kind of hear your notes
oh
on
yeah,
things too from whatever, because I know what it takes to build stuff like this, and there's a lot of thought that goes into it. It's not just randomly slapping rocks and stuff around.
no, well, not every, most of the obstacles have a rhyme and reason to how they're laid out and why they're there in a certain way. Some of it can be driven by the landscape formations themselves and how natural rocks would probably lay in there, and others um, are like little mini puzzle boxes that you got to pick apart and figure out where you're going to carry speed, where you're going to crawl, where you're going to try to compress and decompress your shocks, where you're going to leverage sidewall traction. It's a little bit of everything. I try to keep my trails from being just about bombing or other.
Right. Yeah, something that tests every
Yeah.
aspect of it. Yeah, it's definitely not easy. There's a lot of this stuff could probably be crawled, but in the competition environment, you don't go, I'm gonna see if I can crawl it first and then back up and hit it again. You just hit it the first time and hope it
Yeah.
goes.
I'd like to see Dave hit this in a sim. I'd like to see how he navigated it.
I think you would need to do it in VR because that's the biggest disconnect for me is that I'm not good at driving in third person. I can just see better. Uh, it's in the first person view when I can really do work and make the car do things that you wouldn't think it could do. Um, in this, I'm just like trying not to flip over. And I think it might be the same for Dave too, where if he could get in VR and really feel like he was actually sensually in the car, then yeah, that would be that would be the
I'm
way.
interested. I'm interested to see if 30 seconds from now you're still in the soup bowl, what I call the soup bowl, or if you've been able to get through this. This is one of those strategic wheel placement and pace with everything else. Do you have ballast in your wheels, by the way?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And I have this big 42-inch spare tire, so it's kind of. Oh, I got a node hook on that tire or on that rock.
So if you're already through that section that you were in 30 seconds ago, you can see why I call it the soup bowl. It's because it's just this cup that keeps you in there
Right.
um, until you get the right line.
Yep. And I know I'm still in the soup bowl.
Get a little miso and some
Come on.
chopsticks.
I put it in park instead of reverse.
Now, I'm happy to provide insights along the way, even knowing what some of my intended paths are. It's still not perfect or easy to pull off, but I'm happy to give you insights along the way if you'd like.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm all ears because it.
Okay, so this soup bowl here, see the rock that extends down into the bottom of the bowl to the right on a passenger?
Yep.
If you do not have your passenger rear on that, more than likely you're not going to get out of there.
On
So
this. Yeah.
you need to be
Okay.
aligned up with that into that V notch that kind of goes up into the right.
Yeah.
Then when you when you get your front tires up there, that's where you're gonna use sidewall traction to pull your vehicle up and to the right along that seam.
I'm perfectly wheelbased for that one. So I can't get the front end over once I get over there. So I gotta try to get the back end to pivot like that. There we go, I think. Oh, there we get teeter
Getting
again.
that passenger rear on that is what gives you the proper angle to where you don't flip backwards out of the
Like,
hole.
what I could try to do is just,
Oh yeah,
uh,
that last attempt that I'm seeing 30 seconds ago is a good one. Then you just got to hook
right.
passenger front.
Thinking I got a one shot it, like motion wise, and because I'm just, oh, my wheelbase is just the right length.
Mhm. And this is, I think that this obstacle really is the first kind of gatekeeper. It gets harder from here, but this is kind of that first gut check for somebody in their vehicle. Like, if you're struggling here for a half an hour, 45 minutes, then
You might be in the
you've
wrong
got
car.
to reconfigure, if
Yeah,
nothing else.
right. Do some tuning. Almost makes me want to try that one with 37s again because it was so much more sporty.
Hmm.
But I think I need the clearance. That spare tire might have to have an unfortunate accident too. There we go.
And I always like to assure people that once I kind of am done with a section of the map and I'm moving on, just know that it has been done. It is possible. Like I like to make things hard but not impossible. So
Right.
um,
It's all been done. Yeah.
it's all been done. Yes,
Yeah.
these aren't theoretically possible trails. They are actually possible trails.
Oh, reverse. Come on. Definitely out of
This is like
practice.
some of those places on Chocolate Thunder, right, where those guys are just hitting the wall trying to get up some of those rock sections.
Yeah, it's a hell of a teeter totter. There's a lot of pressure on that right rear that wants to unload right there. And then yep, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And as soon as you can get that passenger hooked around the front or the back of that first upper right face, then hook it and let that hold you and pull you up. This is also an instance where I think if you can run ballasts in that vehicle on those tires,
Would be a good
where it'll
idea.
help you set that front end down just a little bit, get you a little bit more
Hmm.
weight up there, maybe cut that spare in the
Yeah.
back. Oh man, you got that set up there nice.
Ooh. Oh, it's just a matter of not blowing it like that.
Yep, and this again, it's back to like you take so much time placing it there, but if you don't keep the momentum, then it's like not everything can be crawled.
Right.
It's perfect placement with velocity.
Sort of front dig would be really nice too. I could definitely use that right about now to set the front end back down on the other side of that.
And do you have a suck down winch on that?
No. No, I don't even have a real transfer case. It's just full-time four-wheel drive, and so I can't do like a rear burn or anything like that. Kind of pretty limited on this one. The Ibex would probably be the weapon of choice for
Yeah.
something like this.
Well, and that's currently my best time is the Ibex on this. I think the Ibex Ultra 4. I think there's a config for that.
Yeah, it has a spare tire on the back and stuff. So at what point do we just neutral drop second gear? Nope.
I still really love the fact that these rocks that you're crawling on right now are actual Hollister Hill rocks. Like, they're
Yeah.
directly from the source.
Yeah, definitely makes it.
The formation doesn't exist in real life, but at least the rocks really exist.
Mhm. Yeah, this is definitely a. I can see having a lot more ground clearance would be
Honestly, I think your
helpful.
clearance isn't necessarily the issue. I think if you could kill that spare
Yeah.
and put ballast in,
Hmm.
you'd have a much better chance. And you're relatively fresh into the track. It's not You're not losing a lot of your progress if you restart it with a new config,
Yeah, I might just be doing
depending on your frustration level.
that. Right. There's there's always a spot it seems like that I get hung up on for no particular reason. And then once I get past it, I'm fine and can do much harder things. But there's always that spot that you just get
What
stuck
I
on
love is
first.
the first time you're on a map in a section and you nail it perfectly. Like
Oh yeah.
your initial instincts are the best,
Yep.
and then on subsequent runs you overthink it and you can never do it again.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. Couldn't even do the UTV trick where you get do
I was
forklift
gonna say,
circuit.
if you could get your front end up there and just do a virtual suck down winch and pull that front end down to get that front. Oh, you're doing the reverse.
Yeah, the old UTV trick. You get a back door. There's this kid. His name was Talon, and he always liked to run the UTV in all the Ultra 4 races, even the unlimited class ones. And some of the races would go up back door, and the UTV could not physically be thrashed up there in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
But you could go in reverse and get that weight and smash
Yep.
into it and bounce and get the with the weight of the engine over the ledge, and then it will pull him over, and then you turn around and go forwards again. Try this one.
Yeah, definitely make sure that's got the ballast in it, and that you might want to kill that back tire, the spare.
Does not have ballast.
And I'd max out your ballast on your front. I don't think you really need a whole lot of more weight on your back tires at all, but definitely in your front to keep that front end down.
Right. I need to be getting off of this. Oh, I love the sound of this car. It's definitely the best sounding V8 in the game, I think. Okay, that. So for that, I need to put different wheels on, looks like. Or I could just pick a different. No, this one has all my stuff. Need.
My friend Justin says that we're echoing really bad on the YouTube stream.
Okay. Let's see. Where's audio? That's been an issue I've always had. I don't know what it is. So I have Discord. Where's my mic? Hmm. Did you turn
Um,
your audio off? I don't have any on.
you don't have any local instances of your YouTube like in a preview window or anything like that?
No, I don't. I didn't even look on my phone to see if it was working.
Hmm. Yeah, because I've got that muted.
Interesting. I've had this before. It may or may not have something to do with OBS.
Yeah. Oh, I just run it and let it echo.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Sometimes I have double audios, and then that'll do it. But I don't see
The echoes
any.
just make it double the better.
Right. Okay. So I'm just gonna go to. I'm gonna choose a different one of the ibex, I guess. Hit one of these. See if it has the. No. I bet Sam has.
The build I used was the all black one, it looks like.
The tires. I think I just have to change my wheels. And then
Yeah.
I can. The thing is, I don't know which wheels have ballast in
Well,
them.
that one's got a little bit more extension. It looked like the frame was a little bit longer on that, which may be helpful to you.
Yeah, this is my old go-to unit here. This is a good car, especially for. It eventually became my like technical crawling trail car because it was so much. Yeah. So front tire ballast is on this one. Okay, so now I should front tire ballast. There it is. What's a kilogram? What's the, hmm. How much water did you put in?
I maxed it out for the front.
Okay, 250 kilograms.
Yeah.
I feel stressed again. Oh, that's mine.
Every time I go over them, they're fun, and I don't know why they're fun like they are, but I always enjoy them.
I didn't realize the mud was this deep last time I came through.
In YouTube chat, Justin says that you're not allowed to beat his time.
Okay. I don't think he has too much to worry about. I feel like my steering's already broken. Are there repairs in this, or is it just one shot, one kill?
No, you can do resets.
Ah, okay.
For some reason, that system doesn't really seem to fully work in my missions. It used to once upon a time, and then they all kind of broke. So you can hit left on the D-pad, and it'll do a traditional reset for you and not penalize you.
Okay. I'm gonna turn my wheel strength down a little bit. This one has this is driving full manual steering. Let's see that. Oh, better.
it's crazy to me that you find it easier to drive in car.
Yeah, for some reason, like all the natural instincts and stuff work, and reflexes, but outside, I'm just like doing it left-handed.
Yeah, you're definitely not getting through this trail without some body damage. See, that just cracks me up that you're able to get it so quickly in vehicle.
Yeah, it's weird, it's different, and that's in VR is 10 times better. It's just I have a hard time stomaching it. This head tracker really messes with the frame rates when you look around, but it lets you keep your senses about you, I guess. Oh, that's a hole. I feel like I'm underwater.
Yeah, a little plunge pool is a nice little surprise for people the first time through it.
Every time I see water on one of your maps, I'm like, I don't know how deep that's gonna be. You never know. Oh, moly, what?
Whose mod is this that you're driving?
Tom's.
Tom's.
This is one of his early repo mods.
Mm, figures.
It's the goat. Bailey Cole determined that this is the fastest off-road car in BeamNG, other than maybe like Kobe trucks or something like that in the desert. But as far as Ultra 4 goes, he tuned this thing within our legal specifications to be basically just the most unstoppably fast car. One of my friends decided just to start taking as many parts off of it as he could, and he got it down to this. ridiculous power to weight ratio, and that's how we came up with our rules for power to weight ratio. Because this thing was just so crazy insane.
All right, so I'll give you a hint on this obstacle. You're definitely trying to take the man route up that nasty V notch. The the passable route is walking that arm up to the right,
Uh-huh.
almost to the rock face, and then walking it to the left until you can step up. You'll get up on the shelf, walk the shelf driver, and then it'll go back passenger. You'll just kind of zigzag your way up that arm.
Okay, I see. And you're talking up, yeah, not taking the other road, but just staying
Yeah,
more right.
not the bypass, but you
Yeah,
basically take the arm all the way up to the boulder, and then you'll
yeah,
see there's a shelf there. It'll walk you through that gate, and then it's got the incline. It goes upper left, and then back up to the upper right.
yeah.
The bypass is for anybody on 32s who made it this far.
Right. This would be a fun run for the flatties. Sam and I've been wheeling some flat fenders on a trail map, and it's been fun. So I don't even know what I'm looking at. Is that big? My UI went away. So Beam is such a funny game. But I need
All right, so you ended up going up that cut 30 seconds ago. You went up that cut to the right.
that. Uh-huh.
Once you get on the shelf, you actually got to go. You got to walk it left up
Yeah.
the incline, and then back up to the right. If you haven't
Yep.
already tried that.
I see that. I just kind of got to get it. I'm in a compromised position here, and
Oh, Justin fixed the audio. It
oh,
was He had two instances of it up.
oh, okay, cool.
He's watching it in Discord and then also on YouTube.
Uh-huh. Oh, why? Stop. Yeah, I get
What I
into
like about this
third.
particular loop is that it's difficult, it's technical. You've got some rhythm and everything to the madness, and then the last part of it is about speed going down trails. So
Oh no.
if you optimize just for rock crawling, like on the Tom's buggy, then sure you'll hit this section fast, but then you're doing 10 miles an hour for the race section.
Right.
So it was a good balance between those two things of like, okay, do you want to go through the rocks fast and everything else slow, or do you want to be slow through the rocks and then speed through the rest?
Yep. That's the the trade-off that's always been with trail style rock crawling and ultra pro racing. It's always been that trade-off.
Yeah.
You want to do better in
So,
the
what do
rocks or
you
better in
think of it,
desert?
Jeremy?
Oh, that's pretty awesome. That's some. That's I've spent a while just to get to the top of that hill, so that's pretty good.
I think the ballasts really make a huge difference of keeping that
Uh,
front end down.
Absolutely. That's that other car was very. It's a very neutral balance car because it's supposed to do really well in the desert and have good handling, but it doesn't help you on vertical launches.
Yeah. And I have to say, like these time trials like change the whole thing for me. It adds the gamification that the game misses without them.
Yeah,
The
exact
competitive
level of
nature, all of us
competition.
hitting each other like, dude, I beat you by 2 seconds. Go do it again.
Uh-huh. Yeah, otherwise you do it and then you're like, oh, that was a pretty good run. That's probably the best anyone could ever do. And then you never
Yeah.
know.
We need to get Jeremy to put our logo up there.
Oh yeah, you guys. I don't have y'all's.
In due time.
Send them over. We'll add them to the roster.
Well, just the group. That's all we need is the group. You probably don't make anything your guys would like anyways, so.
Oh, a lot of those guys they all love wheeling and stuff like that. They just really like racing.
This section that you're in right now on stream is one of those weird, like, deceptive sections. You look
Right.
at it after everything you've been through, and you're like, oh, it's a cakewalk. You just go right up that, and then it just wants to throw you off camber and into the cut, and you got your body's dragging, friction.
Is my car broken or is this hill really slippery?
It's slippery. I put sand underneath there,
Are your tires
so
spinning? Yeah.
you can cheat it a little bit and get off the route too. Oh wow, yours wasn't even making it. Yeah, get off in the grass. You'll get a little bit more grip.
I was like I'm dragging something up that hill. Oh,
Yeah, I
maybe
mean
I
it's a
am.
steep hill. Let's be clear. It's
Yeah,
not a.
that was wild. I've definitely been there before, usually in the snow. And it's just like, yeah, fine. Find the path of least resistance.
Then now it's just a sprint down to the bottom, keeping it in between the posts.
Oh, that's hard. Sometimes. The one thing
So
Beam has a weird sense of speed for me, anyways. Like you don't realize how fast you're going, and then you
so
lose
now
control.
take what you just did and think about how Ghost did that in 11 minutes.
Damn, sounds like a bit of a masterpiece. You didn't really waste any time anywhere.
No, he had to hit everything perfect. This is where you need a spotter, passenger.
All right. Oh, I lost it there for a minute. It's really slippery. I wonder if my tires are. These are old tires too. They're not the ones I normally run.
Well, now you're you've kind of shaken off the sea legs, gotten some cobwebs off of the rock crawling. Now you're warmed up to take on the boulder bash.
All right, and they had this. I like the way the car felt in the rocks. It was really good. All this tire ballast on the dirt's noticeable.
Oh, in the backyard builds posted times, what I've been trying to do is just maintain one of whatever my latest time is. So like take a screenshot of what you hit, and that sticks until you beat your own, and then I go back and delete my old time and update it with a new one.
I'm still missing checkpoint. Where do I gotta
Yeah.
go? There it is. Okay. Turn right. There we go. Got a 1831.
That's not bad for a first run.
Definitely left some time on the table. I want to build this car in real life so bad. I love this car. There's a guy that races Ultra 4. I've seen him at King of the Hammers too. He has an Ibex that's the same generation and same chassis. and it's such a clean, like immaculate build. If this one just had a rear axle truss on it, it would be legit. That rear axle snaps all the time if you try to race it. Unless you're
All
bathing
right.
Cole somehow figured it out. Okay, I'm gonna go to the restroom and then I'm gonna hit this other one real quick.
Yeah, go hit that Boulder Bash. I got to go as well. But thanks for letting me be a virtual passenger.
I appreciate it. I always like to hear the insight.
Yeah, it's like the director's cut, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give this one a try and then see how.
For
But
a point of reference, for the last one you did, my best time was like what, 13, 14 minutes. For this one, my best time is 56 minutes.
56 minutes. Okay.
56.
All right. So I gotta go
So,
pick up a rental car and I can probably do that.
yeah.
I could probably. Well, I'll give it a shot here in a little bit. Well,
All
good
right,
chatting with
sounds
you,
good.
man.
I'll watch the replay of this a little bit later.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, see you.
Yeah, later. Check, check. All right. Okay, so this is Boulder Bash. Pixel said his best time is 54 minutes. The last one, we left a lot of time on the table. Probably have to use a little more third person view on this one. But Hollister Hills, 11:11 update. Here we go. Does he have a timer trigger? Do I need to trip something? Uh, should have just hit restart. View details. No, I don't want Walnut Creek. I want Boulder Bash. Gonna hit M for map. You can't see it because it's off the screen, but on the left I got some choices. Boulder Bash. Gonna do quick travel. Okay, I see. Now, do details. Okay. Okay, so it's not so much about finishing this, it's just seeing how far you can go. Looks like a little cliffhanger action going up there. Let's check it out. Can record mission replays? Let's do that. Yeah, I can reduce frame rate. Let's record it. Okay, let's go. Let's just try not to break the car. Oh, it's like riding a horse, you gotta dodge those branches. Nice looking rock. It's always fun trying to pick lines, something you've never seen before, just as you're, it's a good mind game. Just reading it on the fly, trying to find out which line is the least horrible one. For some reason, my eye told me to go up there, but I don't think the juice was worth the squeeze. Oh, my diff lockers. Always put your lockers in technical rocks like this, otherwise that exact thing will happen. And just the nuisance rocks, you can run with your diffs open sometimes, and it'll allow your tire to spin backwards when it contacts some of those little harsh edges and make it not so harsh. It's more smooth and easier on your powertrain. I didn't really want to take this line, but looks like I might anyways. Okay. Oop. Looking for the low spot in the rock. Oh, node. Sometimes the tire nodes get pinched with the rock node, and you'll know because it'll stop instantly like that. You can really, really break stuff if you're not careful. The left side looks better, but my car's not pointing that way. Put it in two-wheel drive. Try to move the back over. It's not going to do it. Front dig. I don't want to roll it right here. Four-wheel drive. Front dig. Four-wheel drive. Walk it through that notch. If we're lucky, we won't get pinched. Roll back, get the front tires up on it if I can. Alright, we have to launch it from here. Neutral drop. Definitely not the line through here. I think I want to be one more notch to the left, but sometimes it's just the way the dice roll. See, so if I could have just did that first time, left looks better. Maybe that back tire's dropping in there. Not good. that front pitch. Oops. Clicked off screen. Oh, baby. I'm gonna cheat this one, because fuck that. Ooh, that was what I wanted to happen, but I'm gonna try to shift the rear over a little bit. Had an opposite effect. That spot might have not been that hard, I just made it more difficult than it needed to be. Hey, buddy, check out this waterfall. Yeah, it's Pixel and all the Backyard Builds guys' new map, the Hollister Hills one. They just released these new challenges. This is the one that picks. Ooh, is my rear end broken? No. But I should have time to finish this before we gotta go. About 5. Okay, buddy, where you guys gonna go? Okay, have fun, be good. Alright, let's take warm clothes. It's cold out there. Ah, not enough bricks. There we go. Oh, look at that line. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, broke my light bar. Damn it, now I'm mad. Got that light bar for my birthday. I felt like I was really close. That bounce was not good. Oh, that steering looks broken. I don't think it is. It's pretty good camber. Well, I definitely want to get up this hill before I fix anything. You know, just assume that there's another one just like it up there though, so. That steering looks so broken. It's like full 60 degrees. Got to get out of that little, in a bubble. Sometimes you get stuck in these little bubbles where no matter what you do, the same thing keeps happening over and over again. And you really got to make a major change, get the rear end moved around to get out of those. Okay. Now this looks like trouble. Right side looks like we could go out there and crab and burn up, but it's one shot. Try to crawl to the left a little bit before we commit to a one shot. That rear end's falling in the hole and it's going to dump us. So rear steer rock crawlers come in really nice is because it seems like you always get the rear out of position, and it's the hardest thing to get back into position. But I need to not have it fall in. That right rear's got to stay up on that. I don't know why, but this side seemed better. Now that left rear's going to fall in. Okay. Nice and steady, paid off. I love it when that works. I think this car does have a suck down winch, but it uses page up and page down, and that never works for my keybinds for some reason. Any of my keybinds on Beam, if they use page up and page down, they're just not going to work. That's why they call this thing the GOAT. Good lord, man, this stuff just keeps going. Okay, this warrants a look. Potential left line. Don't know if that center crack is doable. See a trap right here. We're gonna go high, traverse over into it. Front dig. Too much. Reverse four-wheel drive. Forward four-wheel drive. Dig. More. Dig. I'm afraid if I back up too much, I'll get in that little trap down there, but I guess that's kind of irrelevant if I'm stuck. Oh, my steering finally snapped. Boom. As it should. That was some abuse. Let's see if I can fix this. It always turns me 180 in the trail for some reason. Hey, imagine that. If you ever wanted it to, it doesn't. Basically where we were just a minute ago. If I can get that front end to hook and carry the momentum, it'll pop me right over to the right, but I think I want to stay left. Phone call. Gotta take it. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't have a pause button for that. So, this spot, double terrace. I don't think we have the just bounce it in the cards, but it's going to be more of a crawl it, work it over here, work it back that way. And if that fails and we wind up over here, we'll try crawling that line. And if for some reason we wind up over here, we could probably go up this way, which now that I'm looking at it looks like the route. So actually, let's just bail out of here. I like that. Hung up on that trailing arm pretty bad. Ooh, I bet we could go all the way up there, drop through that like that, but it's risky. This line over here, this has these really sticky. I don't like this, but there is a line over here. I think. that unhooked. Okay. This is such a cool trail. Oh, I see some undercuts. Rear ditch just hung right on that rock. I actually don't hate that line. Oh, too much sand in the notch, right where I did not want to be. Oh, you can get more messed up than that. We're gonna toast our motor, up do recovery. Our rule of thumb for node grab recoveries is that it's okay as long as you don't use it to help yourself up the obstacle. I see another line here I want to try though while if I'm in this pinch. It is one. That is the best way I know how to deal with a pinch. Just get past it. I don't want to go over here, but I think I'm gonna have to. Similar situation. I knew I didn't want to be in here, but I had a feeling it would pull through with those rocks on the upper side. But I was incorrect. I would have had to be much more straddly, like this. There's no way that's not gonna fucking unload. Yep, there it goes. Ah, come on. Not a very nice way to drive a car, but when in doubt, panic out, right? Oh, Lord. Come on. Trying to get myself somewhat back into the position I was, for all fairness, but I think my steering is snapped and I have a node stuck to the ground. Okay, thanks for putting me 180 backwards in the trail. I really appreciate that. Come on. There we go. There we go. Right there. Right there. The irony is if I ever did want it to 180 me in the trail, it doesn't do it. I don't know what the protocol is, but I do not like this right bind. but the course wants me to take it. Now, as long as that rear tire doesn't fall in, which as soon as my front tire hits this upper rock is when it falls in. So I missed that. Now I'm going to turn back away. There we go. Oh, not, I don't mind that. Much better position. Oh, okay. Oh, getting cramp in my neck. I'm looking up so much. Okay. Just flow state some of this would probably be the way to go. Uh-oh, we got a ledge, we got a ledge. Oh, that front end's light. There, it's settled. I see it. So our suck down winch would come in handy, but not gonna do it. Not yet, anyways. If it becomes mandatory at some point, we'll have to back up a foot and hit it. What's wrong with you? Oh, that's the reverse. That's the problem. Ooh, snappy. Don't go down too far. Definitely don't roll it down too far. No, no, no. Stop, 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 stop. Thank you. Camera view moving just messes me so bad. Why can't it just stay? This is some of that anti-grip dirt, I can just tell. The stuff my rear tires is on. You need the rock for grip. Okay, come on, rear end, slide over. Other way. Come on, over. Over. So this brings me back to rock bouncing that right side. Back up. Roll into it with some momentum. Try to grab second. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Ah. Could try getting my front tires more up over here. That could be smart. The old days of rock crawling before chromoly axles. You said to feel it out. Oh Lord. It's like a left line. I think we can. It's like 3 lines. Let's take the low line here first that we're lined up for. My front dig? No. Slippery rocks. I don't know if I can crab that. That's a lot steeper to look from down there. And if I do make that, then I don't know if I can make that upper line, but that's how we're set up for it. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, there's another. Wow. This is terrifying. Oh yeah, we're gonna lose that front end because it can't hook if there's no weight on it. As soon as that back end pops loose, we gotta have this front end hooked on something solid, which we do not. If the roughness of the rock is actually related to its grip, I'm gonna put it in front. This might make the front end just slide down, but it might also take the load off of it. See how it relaxed the car? Oh, that was too violent. Alright, at this point we cannot stop. Okay, not a good line shift. Alright. So what? This left line. View change. Fuck me, why can't it just stay? You don't want to always be trying to change my view when I'm fucking rock humping. So that looks like. Let's just try to get up the ledge, I guess. Not get too hung up on what side we're on. No, no. Looks like we're on this side. This car in reverse drives through the brakes. Has so much torque, it just drives right through. See if we can get that rear to sidewall climb, get around that little nugget. Right there. Front dig. Ooh. Looks like bounces straight up or back to the right. Let's try straight up. Going to the right. Turn in. I don't want my rear end to get too far over there. That is for sure. Trying to front dig over it like that. I think it's so pinched, I don't, there's no way it's going to climb out of that. If I can get my rear end to drop off that edge, maybe it'll pivot. Right there. Pivot us around. Not far enough. There we go. No, 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 no. Okay, this is bad. In reverse. Okay, so no right line. Let's go back and look at this again. So I like the middle line that I saw. So I get my rear end to slide down to there, put it in two-wheel drive. Just the rear dig on this never seems to go the way you want it to. Okay, well it did, but okay. Bounce it, grab it over. Nope. Probably could have did that. Okay, focus. Belly hung right on that point, but it could have broke loose. Okay, this is where I wanted to be. Very important not to let that rear end slide off. So the more I turn uphill, the more that rear end is going to slide downhill. I'm going to turn my rear locker off. That's going to help one tire hold it laterally while the other one pushes it forward. Okay. See how that outside one's diffing out? It's holding me from popping off. So I'm going to put the locker in and try to go forward, but I have to be careful that tire doesn't unload because it's loaded right now. And I'm turning uphill, which is going to force that tire over. Oh, I thought I put the locker in. That was not what I wanted to happen at all. Yeah, see, I thought I put that locker in. Rear locker in. Still not in. And it fucked us. Wonder if it was like an ARB bound up or something, you know, because it was under so much load. Stop popping it. Quit popping. Oh no, that was bad. Okay, so this view will stop moving. I don't like that line. That one was too slippery. Let's go down here. Let's switch back it. Over like that. Oh, that was too much of a wheel kiss. That was not reverse. No, screenshot. Yay. Okay. Yeah, let's just go all the way to the bottom of this and start over. Seems like a fucking great idea. Okay. This spot. This is the one that I had to crawl over there. Do not do that. Okay, up and to the right. Not what I expected to happen. It was a lot of hookup. Okay, same thing. Ah, my neck. That back tire's gonna want to fall off. There's a chip right there. So the more I turn to the right, the more that tire is going to hopefully stay up. As soon as I start turning left, it's gonna go down. Holy bubble gum. There is no good to come from that. I think it's just wedged on the front end. This isn't even a line, this obstacle, but it looks like a cool one to try. Oh yeah. Just take a nap. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Stay focused. Stop, stop. Ah. It's so janky. Like it's just, see, I wanted it to 180 me in the trail. It didn't. Hmm. Let's. No. Damn it. Almost looks like there's a way around that hole. This route's just so slippery at the top that I don't even know if I want to mess with it anymore. That route.
Hey, Jeremy, there's a zigzag up the middle.
Uh-huh.
There's a line on the right and a line on the left.
Okay, I've seen lots of lines. I just haven't been able to get to any, like, to get any of them to work.
All right, so in the middle,
Yeah, I
what you're
see
going to end up
this.
doing is you're going to look at that first zig that goes from driver to passenger.
Yep,
You're going to hook driver side front and back and walk that up to the right and bounce up to that plateau.
on the higher
So
ledge up here.
in the center line.
Oh, okay. Where I'm at right now?
I'm 30
Or,
minutes. I'm behind
okay.
you, so
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So I've tried a far left, a far right, a couple middle options, but I just fell back down and lined up on this one. So I was gonna try this middle line
yeah.
and see.
So where you're at right now, you need to have driver's side down in that cut where your passenger side is now, and you want to walk that up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So that was the first line I took when I pulled up to this obstacle, and I almost had it, but then I just at the end slid off.
Yep.
So I started
Just
looking at the other ones.
the center line, and actually up at the top, this is gonna be a momentum play if you take the center or right. So you're gonna want to carry enough speed to kind of get you popped up and over driver's side nub up towards the top, that rock that's coming over to the right.
Yeah.
You want to be able to pop up just enough to get up and over and drop that over and use that hook, use that driver's side front as a
Hmm.
hook.
Yeah.
And when you get on that plateau, you're going to want to cut back hard left, and you're going to have another plate that's similar to this. We're going to want to use passenger side hook to get you up to the next one. So this is basically a using those little shelves to lock your one side of your vehicle in versus the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is definitely a sidewall obstacle. And I think you're doing it maybe a bit slower than I would think. So I think if you go a little bit faster up that plate, start a little bit more passenger at the bottom of it to get momentum, and just kind of weave in and out of that driver's side on that crack just enough to keep you headed in the right direction. But eventually, you
Okay.
can bounce up to a flatter plateau up on the right side. You can get to that plateau a lot easier on the right side of the hole, that little gully. If you take the train over there, it'll get you up there a lot easier.
On the right side. Okay.
Yeah, so when you pop out of that, just head over passenger side, right side of that gully, and walk that double shelf up, and it'll put you up on that plateau, the mid stage. All right, bouncing back out again. Just
All
I'm
right.
watching you on YouTube while I'm walking around the house.
Yep. Appreciate the pointers. I'll beat on this line a little more. See how.
How you liking the overall trail though? It's a pretty gnarly technical setup
Oh yeah.
down at the
It just keeps going. Like it just keeps on keeping.
So yeah, go against the canyon wall hard right. If you It looks like you're going center path one more time, but
Yeah, I was gonna try that one and see if I can just carry more speed and make it happen.
see that lighter rock on the right side when you're looking up this cut.
Way
That's
over that big
yeah,
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's one
that,
of them that you get on top of from that right path.
yeah. Yeah, I thought there might be something over there, but I haven't explored it yet. I was really hoping I could just stick to this one and crawl it, but it just the front end got a little too light. I think that's where a suck down winch
Hmm.
would come in handy, which I think this car has one, but I don't have it mapped.
Yeah, I got the off camber on on that face just enough to be painful,
Right.
and it's that little extra nudge of that rock that's driver side and your front to, if you weren't puckering enough, it was just enough to keep nudging you over.
Right. Yeah, it looks like there's grip there, but then the front tire was too light to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So it was like it's right there.
Yeah, so this one you should be able to walk that path that you're looking at all the way up to that mid tier. But you're going to want to employ the same trick when you get from that mid tier. It's going to continue straight in this direction,
Oh god.
still on an incline, but you're going to have to do your sidewall hooks
Hmm.
and transition from a passenger sidewall hook on the right to a driver's on the left. See how that plate that you're
Yes.
looking at right
So
now?
yeah. So you running this plate up diagonally, hooking it to the top, or do you
Yeah.
go in that crack?
See
You're
where that
going.
triangle is looking
Yeah.
up there
Uh-huh.
on passenger? That's your transition point. You have to carry enough speed
I see.
in that direction so that you've got enough time to
Hook
let your front end down and hook
back
the
over.
driver's side on the other side.
Yep.
And this is momentum. I mean, you might be able to do it crawling, but this is a bit of a momentum thing.
And it looks to me like I wind up all the way at the bottom too if it doesn't work.
Oh yeah, I mean this is like um, high stakes at this point.
Yep. I don't see a suck down winch on this one.
All right, I'm going back dark.
All right, man. I had a feeling I didn't want my front end to get all the way into that crack. I think I was right. That's gonna suck it into the hole. Rear locker out, hold handbrake. Almost, not quite. Oh, no, my rear locker's not working again. If it gets in a bind, then it won't re-engage. That's unfortunate. Boy, that thing is hooked. You get that front end over. Yeah, just put it back in the hole. There we go-ish. The debate of whether or not just to send it from here, but I think neutral drop. No. How far can I back up? Right. Ooh, not very far. That front end's the only thing holding me up here. Come on, 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 come on. Oh no. Don't piss off that front end. The back tire's in a pinch and that's pulling the front end up. If I can get the front end to unload and come down. Oh god. No, that was too far. Oh no. That was pure evil, Pixel. Nice work. Hats off, sir. That was some gnarly, gnarly stuff. And if it goes to the theme of the trail, It's not going to get any easier. Do I have to get 4 tires then? Oh, got it. I don't know why. I thought that was a line. I had a feeling I'd just wind up down here, but hoping it would be right side up. Okay. Nice thing about a sim is you can't just go, okay, I'm just going to plan on rolling the car here. Oh, that was weird. Okay, let's look here. Big holes, steep climb, flatter. Okay, not as ideal as I... That's amazing. This car is something else. Well, it looks like in the hole is the way. Something tells me I want to stay up on these sides. Looks like a left line, but I think we can just go right up the middle. Good lord, man. What is this? Ooh, this is interesting. That was the line. I just gotta peel out to the right instead of turn to go left. Oh boy. Wow. What is this pixel? That was a crazy line though. Can't believe you knew that was doable. These rocks have really nice grip though. I do like that. No, 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 no. No, we were there. We were there. No, 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 no. Front dick saves the day in so many ways. If that right rear tire starts fighting. Oh, definitely don't want to get too far left though. Catch that ridge right there would be nice. But without falling in that hole. Because that's going to pivot us around into an Indo position. Ah. Oh no 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 no. Okay, so recovery this way. Oh no 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 no. I do not want to try to climb that hill again. I can't believe I made that the first time. Oh no, why would you do that? Rookies. Okay. Looks like my sway bar's all. Oh lord. This line does not look good at all. What? Look at that. Wheels bent. Okay, this is gonna have to be a one motion. Oh, not in that hole. Okay. Oh, folded her. Dang it. Be right back. Actually, it turns out I do have to go. I'm going to stop the stream right here. I'll come back later and proceed. But yeah, great trail pixel. Awesome. This is really cool. I'm not even gonna look to see how far the top is because I don't want to know. But this feels like the top of something. These are some good climbs, good rocks. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for sharing. And I can't wait to get a good group of people together and go wheel this map and see what other kind of lines I'm